Welcome to the Beer Search Party. This is Sean Inman with you. And to conclude our month of Caldera reviews, the lovely little Ashland brewery in southern Oregon, we go with Vas Deferens. And as you can see from the very Three Floydish style label, this is not a beer to be trifled with. And it's got a lot of graphic imagery if you know what Vas Deferens means. Now this is a Belgian beer with orange bitters and blood orange zest added, and I put it in a full sail glass because recently at Full Sail for the Oregon Brewers Festival July month of Oregon craft beers, and I got this fancy new glass. As you can see, it is a blood orange. It's almost light on the edge and then darker in the middle, darker core, almost cola-ish in the middle. Now let's take a taste of Vas Deferens. Very Belgian-y, almost coffee. It's almost like a Belgian with coffee. Very, I don't know if that's the bitters that's overpowering the blood orange zest, because I'm not getting too much citrus off of this. Yeah, not too much citrus off this. And this has happened to me a lot lately, especially up at OBF, where I'm just not getting what's on the label. I got a little bit of it with McTarnahan's Lip Stinger, where I got some pepper, but I had the Captain Shattuck's IPA from Widmer, and it was made supposedly with grapefruit, and I did not get a lot of grapefruit off of it, which is weird. So sometimes you'll run across that where it's made a certain way, the label says a certain thing, but it doesn't quite end up that way. But it's not to be frustrated with, it's just probably a different palate. Maybe the bottle you got is a bit off, maybe it's a little too old or too young, or in some of the cases of the beers that I had at OBF, I got there early so that I could avoid the crowds, but that meant that some of those beers were a little too cold. They'd been in the tanks overnight, in the tractor trailers, I mean, so they hadn't really warmed up for the day, and so some of them may have been a little too cold, and some of the flavors might have been a little too muted, perhaps, whereas the aromas may have been higher. So that's something that you'll find out the more beers you drink. But this one, definitely, I'm not getting the orange. It might be there, and if I let this warm up, because this has only been out of the fridge for 5 or 6 minutes here, those flavors might start to come through. Now this one is kind of heavy. It's 8.1%. Not the heaviest thing people will drink, but it's up there. But this is interesting, and if you can get by the somewhat creepy label and the references, then give it a try, especially if you like the tweaks and new plays on Belgian beers. That's especially true. Alright, thank you very much for watching. This is Sean Inman, Beer Search Party. Bye.